Okay, we had a little tip over there, but nothing was harmed. Um, it's working. It's not perfect. There's no suspension. There's no mass. No body. It's just a chassis. So it's really, really hard. Even if I had the linkage, it's still there's no weight on the front. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking about how I'm going to be able to load test this thing. Maybe it's going to be pushing trucks around instead of pulling. But in any case, we have some things we need to iron out. I did some testing and measurements on the test stand and found that I was a little low on my heater, and I might need a second or another boost board like this one to accommodate the various devices. I didn't go over 1 amp, so I'm not overloading from a watts and amps point of view, but I feel like I just need a little more headroom to maintain a reasonable smoke. The soundboard's working perfectly. The chuff is working perfectly. The chuff triggers are working perfectly. The 0103 seems to require quite a bit of juice before it gets going. I'm not sure why that is. It's almost like 10 volts before it'll make the engine take off. I'm going to work on that and see if this board has some problems or is something wrong with the motor. Maybe there's too much drag on some things. In any case, uneventful, not perfect, but it ran, it made chuff noises, it smoked, and it puffed. But it's not, this is like the first time. So a lot of things to tune up, carburetor, timing, spark plug heat range, all that kind of stuff like on a race car damn near. But everything worked on its own. It had power up through the wheels, the new trucks, up through the tender adapter, out to the motor. A lot of wires back and forth, I know that, but it's not as bad as it looks, and it can be cleaned up considerably once we get this ironed out from which component needs to be where. And then we can settle in on putting on some other devices and other things. I'll end it here, share this with you, even though it was somewhat of a catastrophe. It does run. I'll put it that way. I'm okay. I'm pretty okay. I would like better, but I know we have better in it. So back to the drawing board, back to the lab, not discouraged, anxious to get it better. Later.